Our election platform marks a line in the sand, giving the next Victorian government a clear roadmap for reform. It's an honest assessment of where Victoria stands today, our trajectory, and what it will take to restore our state's competitiveness. It's a business-led solutions platform. In it, we detail 4 big shifts needed to take control of our future and 9 urgent actions that will to realise a more prosperous future. The 4 big shifts: abundant, additional, affordable and reliable energy, reducing the tax and regulatory burden on business, competing for new investment and leveraging our industries, and building the workforce Victoria needs, maximising the talent of our people and ensuring no one is left behind. These are the foundations we need to go forward for the next 25 years. Energy. Our competitive advantage has been our cheap energy. It's now a source of real concern. We need a well-designed transition that is sequenced, affordable, secure and transparent about the costs and the risk. We must move away from a single pathway dependency, which right now is wind. It is not delivering operational capacity at the pace the system needs. The reset we need is a shift from policy-driven targets to one based on commercial reality. Net zero cannot be delivered on terms that leave Victorian businesses and households with a lower standard of energy service at a higher cost. We are calling for an energy roadmap consisting of an annual adequacy statement and an affordability report. A roadmap anchored in transparency and accountability and focused on additionality. We support rapid deployment of solar, wind, batteries, pumped hydro, gas peaking transmission and storage. Equally, we will continue to need natural gas, of which new supply in Victoria is critical. And we have the opportunity to create new industries such as renewable gas and low-emission liquid fuels. Tax and regulation. Our tax burden is the heaviest in the country. Our attractiveness as a place to start, invest or grow a business is not assured. In today's world, capital is mobile. Tax and regulation matter more than ever. Debt matters more than ever. Debt, government spending begets higher tax and regulatory settings, higher interest rates and lower per capita disposable income. These are inexorably linked. At present, Victoria's fiscal strategy amounts to borrowing heavily, taxing heavily, and hoping that economic growth will eventually close that gap. Reducing the tax burden while managing record debt and an ever-increasing debt is not straightforward. The reset we need is from reactive fiscal management to a proactive fiscal strategy that charts a credible path to a lower tax burden. We are calling for an independent review of state finances and a standing mechanism to keep the regulatory burden in check, because compliance is consuming time and capital that should be funding our growth. Global industries. Victoria is a state of enormous capability. World-class TAFEs and universities, the nation's busiest port and largest freight network, a deep services economy, and regions with the resources and ambition to host industries of national significance such as agriculture. None of that has disappeared. But what has changed is our state's trajectory. The reset we need is a shift from fragmented policy settings towards a coherent sectoral framework, industry by industry. We are calling for industry deals, a structured partnership between Commonwealth, state and industry that coordinates approvals, energy, infrastructure and skills around agreed priorities, beginning with strengths like critical minerals, agriculture and advanced manufacturing. We are calling out our research and commercialisation sector. It's a jewel in Melbourne's crown, located in our CBD, starting at the Parkville precinct just down the road, but creating a spine that reaches every corner of Victoria. Our capability is world-class. The reset we need is to systematically convert this into globally competitive industry with high skill employment and export value. Education and skills. At the heart of lifting our productivity, of course, lies our people. We have so much to gain through better training, skilling our people, bringing out the best in them, and ensuring no one is left behind. We are calling for a transformation in our education settings. We must move now from a fragmented education system to one with a coordinated approach that focuses on lifelong learning. There is no alternative here. We must equip the next generation with the skills they need for the rapidly changing world. And our reforms are built on 3 foundations: developing competencies for the future in early education years, ensuring our school leavers are equipped with the skills they need to be work ready, and a tertiary education system that supports seamless movement between vocational and higher education that incorporates work-integrated learning. We are calling for industry skills packs that tie training to where the jobs will be, because we want the industries I spoke about earlier to grow through local talented workforce. So the 4 levers I've described here are a system, and each reinforces the other. Energy reform that is not accompanied by tax competitiveness will not attract the capital the transition requires. A lower tax burden that is not matched by regulatory simplification will not change the experience of business on the ground. Equally, industry attraction that is not backed by a skilled workforce will not produce the investment we need for the jobs to be created. The Victorian Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Committee for Melbourne is putting forward a carefully calibrated package of reform for the next Victorian Government. Pieced together, these big shifts will reignite our competitiveness and productivity, our participation in global markets, and secure our future economic growth. They will drive higher wages, create jobs, and improve the living standards for future generations. But of course, we as business are not a bystander in this. We present this platform as a strong message from our board and almost 120,000 strong network across Victoria and Melbourne. Our members have been central to the development of this election platform through our surveys, roundtables, policy committees, task force conversations that we're having every day. We've heard the messages from business. That is why we say with confidence, we are committed to delivering this platform in partnership with government. We commit to doing our share of the work. Business will lead the investment. Private capital, commercial discipline and market knowledge will determine where the future industries grow, where jobs are created and where value is captured. In exchange, business needs the operating environment, the runway, to do these things with certainty and confidence. The next Victorian Government must choose growth. Victoria has the foundations to win the global competition for capital, talent and supply chains, but only with the right settings. 4 levers, urgent action and a shared commitment from business and government. Victoria has been good, it can be great. The next government has the opportunity and the responsibility to do so. Thank you.